Well guys, shop's empty. Finally got your video out. Finally got the car ready to roll. Stay tuned. Sorry about the delay. I've been really badly sick. I still ain't feeling great, but here it is. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, when I last left you, I was actually in the process of getting this back brake line on under the car here. Found out it was actually 1/4 inch instead of 3/16 like every other line on the car, and couldn't do it because it was late at night and I couldn't get no line. So I went and I got, this is a 7-foot piece of 1/4 inch right here. And I'm going to put that in right quick and bleed these brakes. Also, I couldn't get enough fittings because part stores are just terrible around here and they don't keep anything. So I ended up buying I guess it's like a 10-inch piece or a foot piece. Yeah, it's a foot. And I'm just going to cut the end of it off and take the fittings off of it that I need. So I have enough. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this piece out that's busted all the way out right quick, and we're going to bend it up like this, bend this piece up like it, cut it, then we're going to put a flare on the piece that's good under the door and just connect them together. That should get us bled, and we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, that bottom line right there, if you can see, is the brake line I've got loose in the clips. Now there's a clip back in here that's buried right back in here in the frame rail that I can't get to. I mean, I probably could, but for now, since I'm just doing this just good enough for now until fall, I'm just going to cut it right there and just run it around that clip, leave the old piece of line in there about 1 inch long, and put everything else back together, because I'm not going to work all night on something that's a temporary fix anyway. But I like taking it loose from that, and then we'll just bend it up and go from there. So I'll have it out and go ahead and take this loose. See, I'll put it on camera. And this is the soft line here that goes to the axle. And let's see, I think these are 9/16. So, maybe they're 1/2 inch. I can't. Huh? Let me get some line subject a little better here. Okay, so they're a 1/2 inch, they're a 3/8 inch fitting, and they're on their 1/4 inch line. That's pretty different. And, okay, let me go get a wrench. Alright. Forgot the 3/8. Yep. 7/16 then. Yep, 7/16. Now I don't know what this is going to do when I try to turn it. Looks pretty rough, so we might have to cut it and put a socket on the end of it. I'm not sure. Not working loose either way. And we'll hit it with some penetrating oil and let her set for a minute. Be right back with you. Alright, I used this old can of WD-40. I had a new can of spray, but it grew legs too, and I know who's got it. His name is my dad. So, we'll try to take it off with this. Like I said, I might be doing the old cutting it and putting a socket on the end of it. Ain't my mind yet. Move y'all around here. Ain't got no room spinning in there either. No room to spin this thing. Yeah, we're going to do I'm going to cut it either. Should be able to pull it down. And that loosen it up. I'm hitting the frame. Well, let's see here. There's a clip on it. This is going to be a pondering for a moment. Yeah, it's going to take a socket. Alright guys, so we're going to cut it, put a socket on the end of it. There's just no way around it. Be back with you. Let me get my cutoff wheel. Yeah. This might not fit up in there yet. I'm going to have to go get the reciprocating saw. Or a jigsaw. Why's this not working? Alrighty. Be hot hat, that ain't gonna fit either. Oh yeah. Well, you could cut it right there, I guess. Yeah, it's hot. My light flick through. Alright, that's through good enough that I should be able to. Yeah, there we go. You can see these are just all pieces because I just broke this one in my hand. Okay, so that's out of there. Now let's see if I can get this little mess out of here. There's another way I can do it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, probably gonna be easier to do that. And just slide the flex line down. Yeah, let's do that. And get a hammer, guys. We'll just knock this flex line out. There's one. Okay. That ain't gonna work too good, is it? Clip spun. It might still knock out the top. Let's see. Believe it will. Clip loose. Yep, the clip is loose. Okay. So we can now just pull this whole flex line out, and we can hold it with 2 wrenches. Flex line don't look bad. It's dirty, but it really don't look bad. So we take a wrench, put on that, and a wrench, put on that. It should come out of there. I'm not sure what size that is. Probably a 9/16. Alright. 9/16 tubing wrench. Where I take it. There it is. And I still would have had to cut it, by the way, because there's no way that I could have slid that out without cutting it, if that makes sense. That might be bigger than a 9/16. It is. That's a good size wrench. Let's see here what we got. Get all my tubing wrenches down here wherever I got them with my hands. I think it's that big. 11/16 maybe. Smaller than that. Okay. I'm sure I can hold this in my hands. Get it loose. Maybe. Can't get a wrench on that side, so I don't think. There, that's too big. Let's see. It can't be no smaller. That's gotta be right. Just ain't getting on it good, I don't guess. Let's flip it backwards. Oh no, that's spinning. It can't be the right side of the wrench. Let's see here. Let's see if we can just hold it by its grips in. There's that one. Maybe it is a 9/16. No, there's no way it's a 9/16. Yeah, it has to be 5/8 versus 11/16 one. 5/8 maybe. I just can't get it. grip on it because of the way it's made. There we go. And ain't gonna hold it. Can't get a grip on it. I'm gonna have to take a pair of something. We try to just hold it with vice grip, guys. See if it'll do it. Fun. Okay. There we go. Alright. Sitting there good. Slide down the side. It's all tight in the front. It's just spinning in the vice grips, I believe. Okay, this is gonna be a bear. Okay. Alright, where's that cutoff wheel? We'll just cut it. Try to take a socket on it. Because I'm just not getting enough leverage and holding power with this wrench, so. There we go. Now let's get a socket on it, see what she'll do with a socket. To metal in the mornings. Not really. Oh, God, that felt great. I've seen her break loose, so that's a good thing. If I didn't kill this flexible line doing it. Well guys, that flexible line is not going to come apart. Luckily, they were like a few dollars and I just went ahead and bought one. I didn't want to really change it if I didn't have to, but that one's not going to come apart. So, it's 3 bolts. I'm just going to change it. I'm not fighting with it all night. So, basically all I got to do to change it is take the 2 lines I put in the old one out and a bolt off the top. So, we'll take those 2 out and put this in, and then we'll run our new lines and bend them up. And I'm just going to have to kind of eyeball them because the pieces come out in pieces. So, there's the old one. 1/2-inch headed nut. I don't know what the bolt size is, but it's like a nut just for those. And this bolts in, your 2 lines bolt into it, and that's what divides out your back brake fluid. This one, the rubber feels pretty good on it, but there's no way I was getting that out of there. It's just been in there too long, and at the end of the day, it's easier just to change that than it is to sit and fight with that all night. So, I'm going to reverse the process. You've seen me do this. It's just bolting this back in and those 2 lines back in that I made. And then we'll put that back in the clip and we'll bend this up. Then we might be able to bleed the thing. So, a new problem we've ran into. This is the right length, flex line, right size, diameter, all the bolts fit, except the one that goes on top of the axle right here. It is just a hair too small, this hole is, to hold this bolt where it has that shoulder on it. So, it's not going to hurt it. I'm just going to drill this out a little bit, make it bigger, and it's either that or put another bolt in it. And I don't have a bolt this size laying around here without a shoulder, so it's not going to affect it. It's not going to get into the part that spits fluid if we drill it just a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. It's only going to take just a little shaving off of it. Fun times, fun times. This is the stuff you run into when you got aftermarket versus original. So I'm going to drill that and I'll be right back. And that worked. Fits right in there. Didn't affect anything. We just barely had to drill it. So we'll put this in and we'll bend the line up and then we'll bleed this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and bend this up on a tube and bender just because I could probably bend it by hand, but I'm a perfectionist a little bit. So we'll do it on the back of the car here. Here we go. Y'all can see me there. Alright, so what this thing does, comes right here to about the center of the car and it does a turn. So I'm going to, right here, I think I can about eyeball that. Let's see here. Kind of look at it. So I put a little crank in it right there, just kind of knowing what I needed to bend. And we'll take it. Let's see, this is 1/4 inch. Got it on 3/16 here. Worked with 3/16 for 2 days. Anyway, right where that crank is, we'll go. We'll put like a 90 in it. That looks pretty good. Now there is a little kick back here that I need to do. Oh, great. You see what that done? Hope that don't mess with the flow. Yeah. Well, I've got enough to go the other way if I need to. Don't know why I did that. It's not a very good, I don't like that. Don't like that at all, guys. So I'm gonna do it again on this side. And I'm gonna do it a lot easier. I added on 1/4 inch though. So. Alright. Then we have about that much. That looks a lot better. Still ain't as happy with it as I would be, but that looks a lot better right there. We'll just cut that part off and use some flare it. So yeah, it looks a lot better. Now it's got a little kickback. I'm going to do this with the little pliers, or do it with my hand if I can. And we'll call this good. No, we won't, because you know what I just didn't do? I'm going to cut it off and flare this in again, because I let my thing slide. And there's no way to slide it back up there. So we'll cut this off and flare it. The joys of doing brake lines. Okay, fixed my mistake, but that's flared up, ready to go. I haven't done this side yet because I'm going to have to trim it a little bit. I wanted to see how much I need to trim it before I did it. However, can't say enough good things about that flare tool. It is amazing how good it works. So I'm going to check the length of this, see how much I need to trim off, make sure everything fits. We'll flare this end up, we'll flare the old piece on the car, bolt it together. That was extremely harder than it should have been. But here's what I got. As you can see, I've got a fitting right there, and it runs up to the new line. It's not exact like the old line, but you can tell these lines were put in before the car was actually put on the frame. So it'll hold for a while. For a long while, actually. And we'll put a zip tie right here just to hold it to the fuel line, keep it from rattling. But other than that, I'm getting ready to bleed this thing. So let's bleed it. Well guys, while I was at it, I went ahead, I just wasn't happy with it the way the flares were on it. I went ahead and changed that brake line over here too. Brake lines look all buttoned up. I need to start the car to bleed it, but I've got a return line on the fuel tank that's got a crack in it. And I bought a piece of pipe to fix it. And I told them what size I need. And when I got home, got it out of the bag, it's the wrong size. This is the size I needed. This is the size I got. So, again, I have issues with the parts stores around here. They just, and I'm not saying it's the companies as a whole. It's just, it seems like, man, I don't know, it seems like the people there are just there for a paycheck and nothing else, and they don't care what they do. They just try to get you out of there as fast as you can. And it's not one company. Really, I've been to 2 or 3 different ones, and they all give me the same kind of flack. It's like the guys, when you go in there, they don't know. Well, I mean, they don't know what kind of car you're talking about half the time, or, you know. But, you know, I guess I probably wouldn't do that for what they're getting paid either. So, anyhow, we'll get us a piece of that tomorrow. Back this bad boy out. Hey guys. Yeah, I know I'm a little late finishing out this video. I'm probably not gonna get all this electrical stuff done that I was gonna do with the tack and stuff, or the HEI distributor right now. I'm probably gonna have to do another video. This I've had a viral infection, and I've been down bad. I mean, I've been fighting it for 2 weeks. That's why the last video was late too. And I got better, and I got back worse, and had to go back to the doctor. And I've missed a couple days of my day job. It's just been really bad. My baby's sick, my son's sick too. Both the kids are. Wife's avoided it, thank God. However, I am going to try to go ahead and get this thing just rolling today. Right quick. I've got a fuel line. It's a return line that had a tire in it. I saw you in the last video, and they sent me 2 small lines, so I went and got a piece of line. I'm gonna go ahead and get that on, get this thing started, and get the brakes blade and the wheels back on it. Like I've been saying, I've been gonna be able to do. I've just been down. I might go ahead and take the smog pump off too today, just and plug it, just to get it out of the way. Other than that, that's probably all I'm gonna do right now. Like I said, I've not got much energy, and I'll probably hack a lot on this video. But first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and trim this down to about half this length and put this on. That way I can start the car up and get some power through the master cylinder to bleed the brakes a little easier. I don't think my vacuum bleeder is sucking too good, so I might have to holler at some help here and get it bled. But I'll get that done and be right back with you. I'll get on here and show you what's leaking. It's very, if you can't, it's just 2 clamps. So, but we'll get that done. Maybe we can drive this thing out of here today. Here you guys can see that vent line. You're not gonna be able to see it on camera, but it's just a clamp and a piece of rubber hose like that. It goes together. The old one had just deteriorated out over time. It was causing it to spit a little gas. So that's all there is to that. I'll clamp it up and we'll call it good. You're not really gonna be able to see me doing it, so we'll just put it in, just show you the finished product. Here, and I got the fuel lines on. There was another one that had a split in it. I just took about that much off of it. It was a return line, and it had a little split in it too. And I took that much off and just reclamped it, put a new clamp on it. I don't know what that line, I don't know what caused it to split. It looked like something had cut it, but I haven't hit it with anything, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to get on the smog pump now. And then my power bleeder, it's just not pulling enough vacuum. I don't know if the seal's busted in or what, and I need a new one. So I got Dad coming over here in a minute. He's gonna help me bleed these out, use his feet on the pedal and run the car. But for now, we'll take this guy off and get it out of the way. And there's really no reason to remove this other than it just makes the engine look a little prettier. But I don't need it for anything. It is a little drag on the motor, so it might give me a little boost in performance. Probably not, but and this belt is old, and all it drives is the smog pump, so I'm just taking it off and throwing it away. It'll really give me a lot better access though to like my distributor and all that stuff, and that's my real point of removing it more than anything. We'll get some sockets and we'll take her out. For now, I'm just going to cut the line, plug it right here with a bolt or something until I can get a fit in that size. What is that? Yeah, I'm coughing like crazy, I know. There we go. Yeah, I can't get it in there. I probably could, but... Take the air filter off here to get to it. Rod tracer ain't cleaned up, but it runs good. That wasn't even tight, was it? Or it's a smaller bolt. So that side's out. Sorry guys. Rocking the camera a little bit too much, I guess. Yeah. And got one down there. To get a short socket. It's bigger than a 9/16, isn't it? I don't know, it's just not a lot of room to get in here. No, it's a 9/16. I just didn't have no room. That's it. If I can get this washer off. There we go. This big long screwdriver here. Not damaging my plug wires. It's a problem too. There's plug wires right behind this. Here, let me see if I can find something to pop that loose with. Alright, the camera might fall. There she's moving. Just held in by 40 years of crud, as everything else. This no energy stuff's killing me. Yeah, she should be. Yep, just jerk on out. And then we'll cut that. And then I need to take this loose too. First things first, let's find something to clamp this with. Yep. There's that. All right, that should work for just till I can get to the hardware store. Like I said, I'm going to take this off and go to the hardware store and just get a regular pipe clamp and put on it. Or cap, I mean. Finial cap. I think that's what they're called. And that should work. Also, I think I've got enough line here to replace that ugly vacuum tee there that's not hooked to nothing. And if I do, I'm going to go ahead and replace it while I'm at it. So we'll go ahead and do that right now too. Okay, so we've tried to bleed them. Didn't work. These wheel cylinders are just apparently corroded up so bad. They don't look bad, but they must be stopped completely up. So we're gonna go ahead and change those. That's where I spilled it. Anyway, we're gonna go change those. And hopefully that'll fix the back brakes. And that, like I said, I was going to cap that with just a bolt for now where that, I took that pump off. I went ahead and got the fitting to put on it too while I was in town because I had to go to town. I didn't plan on going to town today. But I did, and that's took care of. So we'll get at these, get this bled, get that cap on that. And what I might do is temporarily go ahead and make the little thing to hold the tack and a toggle switch and just run the wires up and under the dash and tie them up for now, just so I can put that panel back on out of the way, you know, and then come back later and do an actual another video. I had said I wasn't going to do any more videos, but I don't have time to do this HEI today, and I'm not in the best shape to do it, so I'll come back and do that HEI and run all these gauges and go ahead. I'm going to mount some driving lights up in here hidden. That's what the toggle switch will be for. So I'll go ahead and get those coming to me and we'll do a video on that. And then hopefully that'll be the last one in this car till I start doing the fall mods that I've been mentioning. And then we'll get on probably the Subaru after we get the trailer done. It's going to be another week on getting the trailer started anyway, because my brother-in-law's got it over here even with the flat tires, just iron them up to haul stuff off. So that's it for now. Let's get this done and see if we can get her out of here. Here's that one, and let's see, this one probably pop off with a screwdriver. I don't think it'll be that bad. We might just be able to pop all this off at one point. That's probably the easiest thing I should do. Spoke too soon, maybe. Ah, you come on fire, won't you? Yeah, she will in a minute. see here. Back to what I was doing. There we go. Alright. I'm not taking the whole thing apart because there's no need in it. I'm just going to take this one apart, put it back together, and I got it because I'll have to take this off here and pull it out and put the new one in. See, it's just 2 bolts, the line, and that's your bleeder, and these 2 anvils go in. So we'll get to the back of it.
Change them brake lines myself, but I couldn't get one over in gravel and do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, tar on this side. Let me check this out for it's cut up now. That's the bad thing about Crow. He's supposed to replace that tar on road hazard if it's something that's dangerous. And that guy's no effort.
That's it. Bolts back in. Talking on my camera. And it just goes back together the same way. Hey guys, she's fixed. We do got a coolant leak. It's the heater core. I'm just going to run the lines together here once it cools off. But I can drive it. You know, I don't need heat. It's summertime. I'll fix it here in a few weeks. But we should be good to go. Tires got flat spots bad. So we'll take care of that.